Hello everyone and welcome to
Muppet A Month, the series where we watch a different Muppet film every single month.
Yes.
Now this month is the month of February, and as you can tell, we're in a different environment than Vin's house. We are currently at Disney's Hollywood Studios with our good friend...
Hey gang, I'm Joshua.
Now, in honor of MuppetVision closing in June, we had to make sure that we got to see it before it closed. So we are currently on our way to Muppet Courtyard to watch MuppetVision 3D.
Yes. Then since it's at Disney, we won't really have the space to be individually reviewing it, so we are only going to be doing a group review in the Disney Skyliner. So, yeah. We'll let you guys know how it goes.
We will see you after we watch it. Very excited.
Yes.
Very excited.
See ya.
One movie watch later.
So the Skyliner was a fail.
We couldn't find a single time throughout the day where it was just us three, where we could record, except for when we were on the bus. But the bus was way too loud, and also we were too busy taking sick flicks, so we were unable to record. But now we are in our hotel room at the Riviera.
Yes.
The Riviera Resort with our special guest,
Joshua
Foster. Let's give a brief overview of what we did today before we start the actual review.
Well,
Today was a lot. We basically
But now we are back, and we are here to talk about MuppetVision 3D.
wow.
This film is only available at Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World. However, it will be going away very soon in June, as many of you know. The pre-show and queue were amazing
So funny.
because it was just detail after detail after detail, jam-packed. But I still believe that my favorite detail is the picture of Muppet Jim Henson up in the rafters.
I think my favorite moment of the pre-show was when they were going to reveal Mickey Mouse, and then it was actually just Rizzo dressed up as Mickey Mouse. That was pretty funny, I would say so myself.
I like that part.
My favorite part was just anytime the spirit of 3D was on screen.
I hated him.
Why?
Wait, really?
He's such a goof. I love him.
You like
The spirit of 3D.
He reminds me of the weird CGI fly that we watched in school.
Oh my god!
The overall entire show is very unserious, but in a good way. Like it's unserious, but it knows that it's unserious, and it embraces it, and it runs with it. And that's what's pretty fun about the whole thing in general, and what makes it so fun to watch.
I feel like it, for a 20-minute short film, accomplished a lot.
Yeah,
Because,
20 minutes.
yeah,
That did not feel that long.
because the fact that it included, obviously the movie, but also the 3D effects in the movie. And then also the animatronics,
Yeah,
like hello.
Statler and Waldorf, and then the bunny,
and then Sweetums. Oh, and the entire penguin,
and the
and the
penguin,
chef,
and the chef.
and chef.
The guy in the back.
But the multimedia approach was awesome.
And they did very good.
I was so shocked when I don't know what his name is, but the big one.
Sweetums?
Sweetums.
Yes, when he popped out of the door, I was like, oh my god, he's here.
He's IRL.
Oh my goodness.
So not a whole lot to talk about for this one.
Especially since it's only 20 minutes. I mean,
Not a movie.
There's not much you can really talk about when it comes to something like this because, I mean, it's just supposed to be a theme park attraction. So, I mean, the main goal of it is to just bring joy to guests and give them air conditioning and seating. But overall, I mean, I think that this is a really fun show. I think it's a really fun attraction. And, I mean, you'll always like find something like every time you go. I've been to like MuppetVision a lot. Like every time I come here, I always come to MuppetVision, and every time there's like always like a little detail that you can like spot like every time you go, and that's just very fascinating to me.
I will say, as a person who's like, I only have like surface knowledge about what the Muppets were. I just know that there's a bunch of puppets. And what's it called? On the way here, we watched one of the Muppet movies.
Muppets 2011.
There you go. And that's when I started to say, oh, I can see the appeal of these guys. These guys are really funny.
Yes.
Like, they're random, they're silly. They're like, and the best part, they feel so real. Like, they're puppets, but like, they feel like their own people. Mm-hmm. And like, okay, I can, like, it's like, I can see the appeal in it.
Yeah.
And seeing like this whole show and all this randomness and all this, it's just fun. It's like it's a place to escape to, and it's cool. I respect that.
That's another thing. Like getting off like the real part is like you don't feel like you're like watching like Frozen sing along or Indiana Jones stunt spectacular. You feel like you're watching the Muppets try to make a show
so
for you.
Personalized.
Like they're trying to make a show for you in front of your eyes. Like it literally starts off with Kermit introducing you. Like it's not like this big like grand opening. It's just Kermit talking to you saying, "Hey guys, welcome to MuppetVision." Like
it feels so personal. Like
Right.
this is for me.
Yeah. I am going to miss all of Muppet Courtyard because compared to something like Galaxy's Edge, which is this grandiose feeling like you're stepping into the world of Star Wars, Muppet Courtyard and MuppetVision feel like they were put together by real people.
It almost feels more real than any
like
type of immersion.
It feels like they were put together like by the Muppets themselves.
Yeah.
And while like stuff like Galaxy's Edge has like their little details like put by the creators, it looks like they put details to make it look like that the Muppets made it themselves. Like you can tell like when you're walking out of MuppetVision, you can see like splats of paint on the like ground, and like just overall like there's like spray paint like everywhere, just to show how chaotic the land is, because they don't want it to look too perfect, so they can make it symbolize just like the Muppets, like how the Muppets aren't always perfect, but that's what makes them the Muppets.
Like the lobby room where we're all like the TV, like before you go in, like all the streamers everywhere and the paint and the boxes like thrown everywhere. Like if you told me that the Muppets were here and they set up this junk before I got here, I would completely believe you.
Mm-hmm. It just looks like it's all just like thrown together. And my favorite part about it is how like the only thing that like looks like sturdy and like not like almost torn down is Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy statue, which is very fitting.
Well, do y'all have any like last minute remarks?
Well, what is our overall rating on the MuppetVision? Should we like say it?
Out of 10?
3 out of D.
Yeah, out of 10. Good one.
Oh, speaking of bad jokes, Statler and Waldorf. we have to point them out in every single movie that we watch.
They were so funny.
I love them so much.
They're so funny.
They were so funny.
The two old guys.
Oh.
Yeah. So
but that's the one with the speech bubbles in like before you got in?
Yes.
I think my favorite. What was my favorite joke that they said? I think my favorite joke was when B Bunny, isn't that his name?
Yeah.
When he broke out of the movie and they were like all trying to find him, and he was like the bunny breaking out of the movie. What does that make him?
Well, you know what that makes him? Smarter than us!
Mine was whenever we're like leaving the house and they're like, oh, next show's in 10 minutes. You think I have time for a restroom break? And he says,
We can't, you old fool! We're bullshit to the seams!
It was like, we were in a contest.
Yeah, we lost!
Yeah, they're so funny every time.
Gonzo's my favorite. He's my love, my reason to live.
Gonzo didn't have a role in the movie. I just realized that.
No,
Yeah, he was there in the
He
beginning.
told B to get him a sandwich.
Oh, right.
He said, "Fetch me a sandwich."
Oh, great! Could you give me a sandwich? What do you think you people like anything? Since he's going out, he...
They
Forever.
said forever.
Forever?
Okay.
Anyways, I digress.
Overall rating out of 10.
Out of 10. 3, 2, 1, 7.5.
8.5.
Ooh, okay. 8.5, 8.5, 7.5.
Okay, so that averages out to be about an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even around the board, I'd say.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give like reasons why?
Okay, well, I gave the 8.5. Oh, hello. I gave the 8.5 because it is really funny. It is such a funny watch. Every time I watch it, I always find another reason to laugh. Like, it's just so funny, and it also just resembles the Muppets so well. From the second you enter, to the second you leave, and even when you're leaving, even when you're out of the show, you're still like experiencing like the Muppets all around you, and it's just like you really like feel like you're like part of the Muppets, and like it's just every little detail they put into the show really shows how much like care Jim Henson had for it. And I feel like this being his last project definitely shows with like how much like details and how much jokes and just the overall like humor of all of it was really funny. But then there was also like it's like setbacks, like how random it was and how like chaotic it was. And I know it was supposed to be chaotic, but it's also like I feel like it didn't really know where it was going most of the time. So that's why I landed more like at an 8.5, because it's a really fun watch. It's just like, but it still has like things it could get better at. But overall, it's really good, in my opinion. So
I gave it a 7.5 because
It's surprising for me. I thought you'd be like
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's Muppets.
I love the Muppets, and that's why I'm grading them harshly on this stuff.
That's fair.
Because I know they can do incredible things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, potential.
but I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7.5 because of multiple criteria.
Oh.
Bonus points for pre-show being really good. Statler and Waldorf in real life. One day I will buy them. I will buy their animatronics and I will have them in my house and I will have them telling jokes
That is
until
so freak.
I'm gonna have like my bed, and then like in the corner is gonna be Statler and Waldorf in their little box.
making fun of you.
I cannot live with that. That's so scary.
Also, Spirit of 3D, not a big fan. The plot, not a big fan. Bean Bunny, not a big fan.
He's kind of dumb.
The Magic Band just lit up. It was really cool.
Oh, by the way, I have a Kermit Magic Band.
Can y'all tell he's a fan?
This freaking guy, bro.
Can y'all tell he's a fan? Y'all should have saw the
love-
shirt he wore yesterday.
Oh, I should have worn that.
It's alright.
And another reason why I didn't like it as much as I wish I did was its length. I still wish it was longer because I love the Muppets and I love to see them in longer portions. I still believe that their best place is on the big screen for a big time.
You have a minute and a half.
Sam, are you about ready? Yes, it's a glorious 3-hour finale. You got a minute and a half.
I think I give it 8.5. I really liked it. As someone who is just your regular guy, who isn't obsessed with Muppets.
Okay.
It was a fun show. I enjoyed it a lot. It was funny. The one thing I will say was the pacing was like really weird. I think the 20-minute time frame really could have worked if they had just paced it better. Cause like we're going here, we're going there, we're doing all this stuff. Sometimes we're here for a long time. We're spending so much time doing this, and we're spending so much little time doing this. It's like we could have evened this out more. And the character inclusion is a bit like funky wonky. Like what's it called? Earlier Gonzo was like barely a thing. He's like one of the main guys, right? He's like
Yeah.
like
He has
one of
a
the
whole-
big five.
He has a whole bathroom named after him.
Pepe Le Prong wasn't there.
Who is that?
Pepe.
Pepe Le Pew?
No, the Le Prong.
A little shrimp guy.
The
Oh!
Latin shrimp guy.
Oh, the goat?
Yeah, he wasn't there.
But yeah, that's really my only issue with it. I think a lot of stuff was happening in service of the 3D thing. Like they did stuff only because it's in 3D. Like it was a lot of like, look at this thing that I can do in 3D. look at it.
That's a great effect, Sweetums.
Hey, sweet, that's a great effect.
I feel like the 3D stuff should happen naturally. We shouldn't have to pause everything and be like, look at this cool 3D thing I can do. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. These things are hilarious and they're so full of life. Yay!
Well, I think that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Second episode of Muppet a Month. With your hosts,
Vincenzo.
Christopher, and our guest host.
When this video turns off, I'm gonna hurt you.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay updated, because we will be posting one video every month. So you will definitely want to stay updated on that, because you will not want to miss out on an epic Muppet review.
And I do believe that our next review should be of the first Muppet movie, the original motion picture. We'll see you next month.
See you next month,
You wanna
guys.
see me next month?
Yeah, you're gonna be gone.
Yeah, that's what happens after February ends.
What?